Hi everybody, this is AJ with CarInspected. We're looking at another Audi Q7 today. We are in the Vaughan area now. This one's bright blue. It's got 97,000 kilometers on it. Pretty good condition overall. I don't see any major issues with it. The passenger side has had a little bit of paint work on the doors and into the fender. The fender was probably a blend. The rear door was where most of the work was. A little mark right here, you probably can't see in the video. A little bit of a kind of an overspray mark there. It doesn't look like any structural damage or any major issue, but it is there. It appears that the rear bumper has been painted. I can tell if you open the hatch, you can see a paint line right here. And it goes all along here. So this bumper cover has been painted. Doesn't look like it was replaced or anything, but it was painted. Lower fascia in the back looks nice. Trailer hitch looks good, no issues. You can see a little bit of paint bubble there as well, proving that it was painted. A couple of marks there. The taillights are all in good shape though, as you can see. No major issues. A couple of touch-up spots on the driver's side quarter panel. Right here, and then there is one little one right here. This side though, other than that, is in pretty good condition. I don't see any major issues. Very minor marks here and there. A couple little chips that have been touched up here as well. Hood looks good. No dents or anything like that. There are a couple spots that have been touched up. Right there. And right there in the center. But for the most part, it looks pretty good. It does have a paint protection film on the front here. There's a little bit of damage on this black portion. A couple of scratches. Probably slight bump into something. Nothing major though. Lower piece is good condition. Doesn't look like any curb damage or major issues. And all your lights and things like that are in good condition. Windows are all original throughout, including the windshield. It's going to be hard to see in these glare, but they are all original. Oh, that is something I wanted to point out as well. This passenger door, it is a little bit out of alignment. When you close it, it does clink up a little bit, and it does drop down a bit when you open it. I don't know if you can see that in the video, but it is not quite aligned perfectly. Might have been from the accident or misadjustment. When we go around looking at the wheels, tires, we do see that these are Continentals. This is the rear, the right rear. It is a 2017. Tread depth is pretty good. We were about, I think 6 on this one. Nice and even, no major issues. Rims are in good condition. I don't see any signs of curb rash or anything like that. Brakes are okay. There is a bit of a lip on these rear rotors. Not too bad, but there is a bit of one, and it's from rust forming. These rear pads are about 50% left. I don't see any major damage underneath here. Looks pretty clean. No rust or anything like that I see is present. Some surface rust here and there, but nothing too major. Like I said, you can see some surface rust here. Nothing too big. I'd say that the undercarriage of the last one was a little cleaner. Not that this one's a problem, but comparing the two. A little scratch here as well that I just noticed along the, right by the, you can't see it in the video. It's the driver's side rear tire now we're going to. Find a decent rim, no major damage. Oh, there's a little bit of curb rash, as you can see there. and it's a little stainage, but nothing too bad. It's in the 2017 Continental with decent tread. Same thing, I believe it was about 6 seconds on this one. And the tread depth looks pretty even. Suspension components all look as they should. I don't see any ripped boots or anything like that. So we look on this side. Again, we see that we are pretty clean under here. No major issues. No leaks present or anything like that. It all looks pretty dry. Here's the driver's side front tire. Pretty decent tread. No major, there's a little bit of edge wear, as you can see, but nothing too major. I believe these were 5 30-seconds or 4 30-seconds. I'm sorry, it skips my mind. You'll see in the report, I've done a bunch of inspections today, so these tread depths are getting jumbled in my mind. This is also a 2017, and the rim is in pretty good condition. Rotors, there is a decent lip on here. I'd say these rotors should be changed next time you change the brakes. The pads are in decent condition. You can see them in the video, I don't know, but they are probably been replaced fairly recently. It's about 85-90% left on them. Front suspension all looks good. Don't see any issues or signs of trouble. It's pretty clean in the wheel wells, etc. Go to the passenger side front wheel, and we see that it is once again a matching Continental with a 2017 build date as well, right there, and decent tread wear, a little bit of outer edge wear, but not too major. Same story with these brakes, with this side, good size lip right there, you can see, and 75 to 85% of the brake left. All clean here. On this side, front suspension is clean as well. Don't see any signs of damage or major problems. There is some overspray present in this inner wheel well, where they probably touched up some stuff here that you can see. There's also a little bit of damage on this end here. I mean, it's nothing major, but you can see that there was some paint work going on here. Go to the rear compartment. It's another touch-up spot right here. See, this rear door does work. Goes up just fine. Carpet's in good condition here. Looks pretty good. No major issues. Storage compartment looks decent. These storage compartments, etc., look good. Carpets on the third row seating looks decent. There are a couple, I'm going to put these forward. There are some decent amount of marks on these armrests back here, as you can see, on both sides. And there are some marks on the top here. There's also a couple on the tailgate area. You can see that there, and some along the bottom here. And original window. It also has the original privacy tarp, which is fine. You'll see in the photos as it was open and had no major issues. Go to the passenger side rear. We find a pretty decent door panel with no major issues. Looks pretty good, no marks on this trim or anything like that. Looks pretty good. I don't see any major signs of issue Rear carpet looks nice on this side. Has these are original Audi floor mats, and the carpet underneath does look nice. Seat backs look good. No major marks or signs of wear on this seat here. On the center either. You can see that looks good. Center armrest comes down, and the cup holder opens as it should. Look at the rear seats. They do look good. No signs of wear and tear. Sorry about that. Headrests look good. Seats look good. Again, probably very little use. Little mark. That's sun. That's not a mark. And the carpet looks good back here as well. The original floor mat, and then carpet underneath it. It looks pretty good. Seat belts all look good back here. Headliner as well. Looks pretty good. As well as these privacy sunshades. Go to the passenger side front now. This door panel looks to be in good condition. No major issues. No marks along this trim. All looks pretty good. Passenger seat, electronics seem to work. Nothing looks out of place. It looks pretty good. No signs of wear. This is not scratches, it's just some dirt. All looks pretty nice. Carpet, again, original Q7 mats. And the carpet does look nice underneath. We can look in the glove box. And we do find the original. Here is a USB cord and the original owner's manual. What is in here? There's also the wheel lock key, and in there it looks nice and clean. Dash top looks good. No scratches or marks or any major issues. And again, headliner all looks pretty nice. Go around to the driver's side. Look at the rear first. Door panel is in good condition, no major issues. A couple of foot marks along the bottom here, but nothing too bad. Very, very minuscule mark here that you can barely see. Seat looks good though. Little wear spot right there, but it is not a puncture, it's just kind of a wear mark. Seat looks good. Carpet on this side as well. Again, original floor mat. Carpet looks nice. Seat backs, a couple of marks on the driver's seat back here. Other than that though, it looks pretty decent. This all looks good. No missing covers or anything. Driver's door panel looks pretty nice. Couple of marks right here in the handle area that you can see, and a couple of very small marks on that piece of trim as usual. Seat looks good, again with no major issues. I don't see any signs of wear and tear, anything like that. Looks pretty good. Carpet, floor mat, all looks nice. A little bit of kind of salt residue or something sitting right there. The pedals look good, everything looks pretty decent. Steering wheel has no signs of wear and tear or major issues. Everything looks pretty good. Console is good. Again, the usual dent here and here. I think All these Q7s have a dent somewhere on this. Probably from the key getting dropped or something, I don't know. But there's always dents there. Console, center console looks good. These work. This works. As well as this. Again, dash top is good, steering wheel is good, cluster is good. Well, start it up. Starts nice and quiet, no major issues. Again, 97, 113 kilometers. Looks pretty good. All the buttons seem to function as they should. They're not sticky or anything like that. Do what they're supposed to do. Change the screen. And the radio does work as it should. This control seems to work as well. Go to the menu. As we turn it, it does turn just as it should. Whatever buttons I push seem to work just fine. These controls also seem to work fine. Auto works. Heat is on now. I tested that. It works just fine. Turn the AC down. It also blows nice and cool. So that works just as it should. And all these other buttons seem to work as well. As you can see, all those do work as well. So everything seems to work as it should. We'll pop the hood so you can see the engine running for a second. Again, it is running pretty smooth. No weird noises or anything like that. V6 TDI diesel. No major issues. All right, here I did test your oil, and it looks pretty good. There is a little bit of moisture in the oil fill cap, which is probably from detailing. It's not frothy or anything, so I don't suspect engine issues, but there is a little bit of water around the edge there. Again, probably from detailing. So I did test the oil and it comes back green with no issues. Brake fluid under here is at 0% humidity. It all looks pretty good. I don't see any signs of accident damage or anything under here. Belts, hoses all look pretty nice. We also have the coolant. Here I tested that and you're good, -43. A little bit of dirty debris in it, but for the most part it was pretty clean. Pretty good. Tested your battery, again, which is this luck here. And it was a little over 12 and charging at just about 14.2 I believe. Overall looks pretty decent here. So there you have it. Once again, this 2015 Audi Q7 with 97,000 kilometers on it in brilliant blue. As usual, thanks for watching. This is AJ with Car Inspected, and we'll see you next time.